The Battle of Scarif is one of those Star Wars scenes I can rewatch over and over, and every time it hits the same. Not because it's the biggest battle in the franchise, or the loudest, or the most explosive, but because it feels like it has purpose. From the moment it begins, it feels planned, and for me, that changes everything. The battles of Endor and Coruscant are some of the most iconic space battles in Star Wars, but they're also chaotic by design. Once the screen fills up with ships, lasers, and explosions, the tactics disappear. The battles become harder to follow, and instead of watching decisions unfold, you're waiting for a single heroic moment to decide everything. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It makes those battles exciting, but it also means they tend to blur together over time, with the outcome hinging more on spectacle than strategy. Scarif is different, and that's why it stands out to me. Right away, the movie tells you exactly what the rebels are here to do. They're not trying to win the war. They're not trying to defeat the Empire in open combat. They're here to steal the Death Star plans and survive long enough to transmit them. That limitation gives the battle meaning, because every action is tied to that goal. Every risk feels intentional. What I love most is how unfair the fight is on paper. The Empire should win instantly. Their Star Destroyers are overwhelming, and the rebels know it. But Scarif introduces an imbalance that actually makes sense. The Imperial fleet is powerful, but it's restricted. Those Star Destroyers are forced into a defensive role, locked in place to protect the planetary shield. Meanwhile, the rebels are fragile, but they're flexible. They can move, adapt, and respond to new threats in real time.
We're going in! Stay with me!
As the battle unfolds, it doesn't collapse into noise. It evolves. You can feel command decisions shaping the fight. Rebel formations spread out. Priorities change. The flow of the battle shifts in ways you can actually follow. The camera gives the space battle room to breathe, and that clarity is something Star Wars rarely slows down enough to do. That's why, when the rebels gain temporary starfighter superiority, it doesn't feel like plot armor. It feels earned. It's not a victory, it's an opening. And that opening leads into the Y-Wing bombing run, which is easily one of my favorite sequences in any Star Wars battle.
Hit that opening!
We see it, Gold Leader. Ion torpedoes away!
Keep it tight and watch out for those towers.
The bombing run is slow, deliberate, and tense. There's no flashy music cue telling you everything will be fine. Ships are lost, and those losses matter. Because the battle has been so clearly structured from the beginning, every explosion feels like it changes the situation. Nothing feels disposable. Every sacrifice has weight. For me, that's the core of why Scarif works so well. It's epic without being overwhelming. It's emotional without being messy. Each capital ship matters. Each decision matters. Instead of spectacle for spectacle's sake, the battle is built on clarity, restraint, and coordination. That's why the Battle of Scarif still stands out to me. It treats space combat like strategy instead of chaos. It respects the intelligence of the audience. And it makes the victory feel costly, fragile, and earned, which is exactly what the Rebel Alliance is supposed to be.
All ships, prepare for jump to hyperspace!